Girlchild in Nigeria, like other African countries, is faced with a lot of challenges from female genital mutilation, early marriage, insecurity, out-of-school children, human trafficking, among others. A report by UNICEF shows that 7.6 million Nigerian girls are out of school, representing 3.9 million at primary school level and 3.7 million at junior secondary school level, and 48% are in Northwest and Northeast. Various administrations have tried their best to advocate girl child empowerment, but has not yielded much results.
I know it's a very interesting story.
This is why the Nigerian creative industry have decided to step in by using film and creativity to raise awareness for the cause of the girl child. At this movie premiere, members of the creative industry want to create an environment where the voices and talents of girls are nurtured and celebrated.
Well, I think in our system, in our climate now, when you talk about vulnerability, so many people are existing in that climate actually. And it requires collective responsibility, not necessarily the government. Everybody must have to, all hands must be on deck for us to assist, empower, guide the girl child to achieve her dreams.
The important thing is that you have to protect your child. You must really fully protect your child, because we live in a society now where, it breaks my heart to see women with their female children begging. It really breaks my heart, and I think we just have to do more, privately and publicly, to do more to protect.
We have always encouraged practitioners of entertainment practitioners to use their good platform, to mount advocacy in favor of the girl child.
Issue of gender-based violence against the girl child is something of emergency. The girl child is actually right now the endangered species. So I'm looking more at the government. Why are they endangered? Because the empowerment is not as much as it is supposed to be. Like I said in an interview yesterday, the government needs to quickly go back to the curriculum of the schools and infuse skill acquisition. That way when the young girl comes out, she has something. I don't know, I'm zeroing down on them because it's my concern. That's not to say that the young boys should go to places or anything, but I'm more concerned because that's my constituency.
The group wants Nigerians to know that this movie is beyond just entertainment, but dedicated to uplifting the girl child in Nigeria. They want Nigerians from all walks of life to work for a brighter and more inclusive future for the girl child. Maria Mohammed, TVC News, Abuja.
To speak more on the growing movie industry and the rise in female directors and producers is a filmmaker and director in her own right. Nerot joins me in the studio. Nerot, it's nice to have you here.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Okay, filmmaking in Nigeria is a big business, a big industry. The movie industry is thriving hard. As a matter of fact, one of the things that generated income for Nigeria in the last 5 to 6 years. But one of the things that is also springing up is the advent of female filmmakers. Yeah. And they've taken the industry so vast in the last 10 years. Tell us, how do you think this happened in the last 10 years? What led to it?
Okay, thanks for having me. So this is a very interesting topic. I would say consistency and determination has brought us to where we are. We're not where we're supposed to be, but well, thankfully we're here already.
Okay.
And as we know, the first ever female director directed a film 128 years ago.
That was a long time.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
And it's, unfortunately, 128 years ago, and today we're here clapping hands for female directors. We should have gone way past that. Yes, but yeah, thankfully we're here. And like I said, determination and consistency is what has brought us here.
How do you handle it, and do you think that there needs to be a punishment for it?
Okay, so fortunately, we have less of that. Arguably, we have less of that now than we used to have in the past. I think people are beginning to warm up to the fact that there are a lot of female filmmakers now in the industry. it used to be so bad that a male actor wouldn't take directions from a female director. It used to be that bad.
Yeah.
I've heard of cases, I've not experienced any personally, but I've heard from friends where some male character or some male actor who believes strongly in his tradition and not taking directions from women, and suddenly there's this woman on set telling him, okay, no, you do this and do that, and he's looking like, okay, no, I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
So we've had cases like that, lots of cases. I've had a case where I was directing a TV series, and they brought these actors on set, and one of the actors came to meet me, and he was talking, and he's saying that he's been here waiting for the director and blah, blah, blah. And of course, for him, the director has to be a man. And he just kept talking about how the director has kept them here. Why would he do that? And blah, blah, blah. And I just let him talk. And we just laughed over it. And then he was asking me if I've met the director. Because he thought I was an actor on set. For crying out loud, do I look like an actor?
Well, you look like one.
I wish.
But how does that make you feel?
So he and when he asked me, and I just told him, I said I'm the director, and you could see the shock. Wow. And he looked at me and he was like, you?
He's trying to size you up.
Yeah, you get you. and I've gotten that a couple of times, you get. But then, like I said, it's not as prominent as it used to be. It's kind of, people are warming up to it. And in terms of if there should be punishment for it or not, it depends on what the case is. Is it sexual assault? Is it when it gets physical and all that? Yeah, there should be punishment for it. But no, I'm not going to punish you for looking down on me because I'm female. No, you deal with it. It's your issue. It's not mine.
So let me just ask you this final question. You spoke about how the numbers are very small for the female filmmakers.
Yeah.
What do you think needs to be done, and how do you think that this needs to be addressed?
Okay. So interestingly, interestingly and beautifully, when you have a female producer or a female director on set, more than 50% of your crew members are female. Yes.
You serious?
It happens all the time, consciously or unconsciously. It happens all the time.
Why does that?
So there's this thing about female. There's this thing about women that you just kind of attract a woman as well. You want a woman to be there. You feel like, because we know ourselves, we know the things we can do. We know that when we get out to do stuff, we get them done. So when I'm a producer, I would want to have a female producer as well. I want to have a female crew member, a female sound engineer, a female cinematographer, female costumier, female makeup artist. You get so interestingly. So that's where this comes to play. When you say, how do we get to recruit more female filmmakers into the industry? And we're doing it. So the more females you have, the more females you get into the industry. So it's a win-win.
I hope that you guys are not trying to take over from the male.
If the gates are opened, we walk in.
Okay, thank you very much, Nerod.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us on the program. And that, of course, is Nerod, who will join us on the program to talk about filmmaking, and most especially for female filmmakers in Nigeria.